Hey guys, it is currently Monday and I'm gonna leave the camera this close to me just because I have not gotten a new microphone for this new camera yet, so the sound may or may not most likely sound bad. So hopefully being this close will have a good effect on the volume of my voice and hopefully less buzz sound in the background. I'll try not to shake the camera around while I'm trying to film this video. So today is Monday and tomorrow is actually Veterans Day. It's Tuesday, which means that I have the day off from school, and normally I would be really ecstatic, and inside I kind of really am, but what I did come to realize is that I didn't view Veterans Day as a day off from school until just today, because also happening this week on Friday is the deadline for the applications for something called the JET program. And the JET program is, as far as I know, the most competitive program for people seeking a kind of like a short-term job, basically, of teaching English in Japan. It's a pretty big thing, I guess, in this particular field of study. A lot of people like trying it out after they graduate and stuff like that. So that's that. And I just turned in my application today. Hopefully no mail on Tuesday will not mean that it will be late or anything, but so there's that, and I just wanted to lay that out there on this channel because it might become a relevant point of discussion as we go along. Hopefully I'll pass the first phase of acceptance and whatnot, but yeah, that's a really big potential route that things will veer towards in my life if things go as hoped. So yeah, JET program, and if I do happen to pass the first round of acceptance, I will be sure to kind of keep you updated on the progress with that, because it's something that I am, again, really kind of hopeful for. Also today, I filmed some footage earlier on the way to school, but if it's not in this video, then it means that the sound quality was too freaking horrible for it to come in, because I haven't gotten a mic for this camera yet. But I'll repeat what I was saying on the way to school, and that was that today I found out this morning, right when I left my apartment building, from a friend of mine that a teacher of mine from high school passed away this weekend. And you know, as pretty much anybody else probably, I don't really know how to feel every time I hear news about that, just because of, with teachers, there's kind of a tenuous relationship that. So this person is actually the second teacher of mine in a past school that has passed away in the past month, I believe. I don't know what's wrong with this quarter of the year, but yeah, it's number 2. And for the first one, I didn't really know how to feel with that either, but there was something that happened for that first person, and the way I found out about his passing was a friend of mine came up to me and he kind of just like shot the news at me. But the thing that kind of bothered me was that the way that he delivered the news wasn't a kind of, oh, I've got bad news kind of situation. It was more like he wanted to use the topic of that person's death to start a conversation with me. And for the most part, I kind of get this really weirded out feeling when people try to use someone's death as just like a subject of discussion. And I think first and foremost, what you should do is basically self-assess your relationship with that person and think about them as opposed to how you and other people feel about them. It kind of reminds me of that saying about how people truly are selfish at their core, because even when someone dies and they're crying because they can't have that person in their life anymore, not because of that person's respective, I don't know, suffering or whatever he would be feeling at his moment of death, or even beyond his moment of death. And so yeah, when someone dies, I don't talk about it that much. When people give me the news, or they just like mention it and they want to know if I know yet, they kind of expect this thing. They kind of expect you to just dish out these, you know, these generic terms of how he'll be dearly missed and stuff like that, and how you're sad. Well, you know what? Some people, they just don't know how to feel when someone's out of their life. So don't bag on them for that. It's not like they don't care. They just need to evaluate how they actually feel, or how they feel about life doing that to somebody. And yeah, That's what I wanted to talk about today. That's that. I just found out that one of my teachers from high school passed away over the weekend, so got some conflicted emotions this early morning, and we'll see how the rest of the school day goes.